Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you as always for your tweets. Stevie with me here in the studio. And look at this for a lineup. Shaka Hislop, Don Hutchinson and Julian Laurent. Jules, did I see you were in a pub quiz today?
Last night, yeah. We went to, not pub quiz, it's like they do those huge quiz in a place near where we live, musical quiz, and we went last night. It was really good.
Tell everybody the name of your team.
Yeah, Murder on the Dance Floor.
Yes!
Of course,
Love it.
Giselle coming up with the name. Brilliant name.
For Jules, are PSG good enough to beat Real Madrid over 2 legs in the Champions League? Oh, look what we're asking.
Oh, how long do we have?
Yeah.
No. Listen, I'm going to try to be objective and not biased. Of course we are. We're way too good. No, I'm kidding. Right now, it's hard to see how the biggest asset that this Real Madrid team has, which is this incredible attacking transition football that we saw again in the Super Cup final tonight, where Modric scores when they're 4 against 9 on attacking transition, on offensive transition, and PSG. The worst quality, the biggest flaw really is not to defend in defensive transitions. So you could see easily Real Madrid being capable, very able, or very likely to hit PSG really hard on those really quick counter attacks. Unless PSG in the next 4 weeks manage to improve massively on how to defend against counter-attacking football and maybe can keep the ball a bit longer, I don't see how over 2 legs they can stop Benzema and Vinicius and Modric and all the others. However, when you've got Mbappe, Messi and Neymar will now quite likely be back certainly for the second leg, of course anything is always possible, but Real Madrid have to be the favourite.
On the Real Madrid subject, Stevie, how good a midfielder is Luka Modric? Even at 36, plays every weekend at such a high level with consistency. Of course, man of the match today in the Spanish Super Cup.
I guess if you had the choice of picking your best 11 on the planet right now, you would have to consider picking him in it at 36 years of age.
It's crazy, isn't it?
The game is slow for him. The experience he has and the way he sees the game is a far less speed than your normal player.
Yeah.
So he has more time on the ball, can have a little look around, pick his pass, just makes it look dead easy.
Shaka, should Chelsea be worried about a top 4 finish with teams below having games in hand?
Right now, I don't think so. I think you have. I think City, Chelsea, City and Liverpool finished top 2. Chelsea there, and despite the games in hand that Spurs especially and United have, and even Chelsea in this what to me looks like their worst spell of the season so far, I don't think Manchester United or Spurs or Arsenal for that matter are better than Chelsea. So I'm not that panicked. If I'm Chelsea, I'm not that panicked about a top 4 finish.
What about you, West Ham, Shank?
I said a few weeks ago, I think defensive injuries are going to come back to haunt them. Certainly as far as the top 4 finish is concerned, I just don't see it happening.
Don, was Stevie ultimately right about Lukaku?
No, I like Lukaku. I do. I know Stevie's got a little beef with him. He's not in great form. He's said some choice words over the last few weeks. He had a nightmare against City. Didn't play well at all. But the version that I saw at Inter, no one could live with him. He bullied everyone on the pitch. He was incredible in Serie A. I have no idea what's happening.
What does that tell you about Serie A? Listen, I don't have a beef with him, Don. I'm just saying that he's a guy that will score 20 goals a season, but when it comes to games like the other day against Man City, when he has the opportunity to put his name in lights in the big game, in the big moment, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't happen. That's all I'm saying. I don't have a beef with the guy. The guy's as good as the majority of the centre forwards in the league, but when it comes to the big moment, he's never done it.
Yeah, but he was the reason Inter won Serie A last season.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's a big.
What does that tell you about Serie A? No? Oh, you don't want... Sorry, it doesn't... Dan doesn't like that question because he doesn't want to answer it.
Isn't that just too easy?
No, it's not.
Isn't that just-
Look at the facts, Dan. Belgium, right?
Yes.
Big games. Has he ever put... Belgium have got to quarters and semis, right? So when you get there, you need your centre forward to be that difference maker.
Right.
He's never done that. I think about Inter. You're saying that, don't say he bullied everybody at Inter. Well, guess what? They never got through the Champions League group, and the very man we're talking about had an opportunity, and with the last kick of the last game to get through, and he missed it.
Your memory, Steve, with Lukaku is incredible.
I mean, I'm just...
He's got a beef. It's almost as though he's got a beef with Lukaku.
I've got no beef with
The
him.
thing is, I don't need to have a memory because he brings it up. Don's bring it up. Everybody brings it up to me, so I don't need to bother having a memory.
Stevie's got no memory.
Anyway, what was your question?
Shaka, although West Ham didn't get the win, how good was Meslier in goal for Leeds? Is he underrated?
Meslier has been good. I think he's been inconsistent though. I think there are times he's brilliant, but at times he just looks as though not necessarily a loss in confidence, but it just seems like almost like a deer caught in headlights sometimes. Like he's still getting used to playing at this level. But then there are times when he looks totally comfortable. So I find that really odd about him in particular. But yes, he was good. I'll be honest, Leeds were good against West Ham and fully deserving of the 3 points.
Shaka, he's only like 21 or something, right?
Yeah. He's got geography
Yes, he is.
tomorrow morning.
He's
Julian
very
will know,
young.
He's French.
Absolutely, I get that. He's young, coming into. All right, he's come to the championship, but there are times, and as though, and why I make that point is, when I look at him, it's not as though he's taking a knock in confidence. It's just as though he seems like almost surprised that he's here. You know, that he's playing at this level, which is different in terms of his body language.
Jules?
Well, I mean, we've got high hopes for him in France for sure. But I understand what Xhaka is saying, and he's made mistakes this season. I mean, I don't think he got it easy, considering how bad defensively, mostly due to all the injuries and suspensions and COVID that Leeds have had all season. But at times, he was making 7, 8 saves, but still was conceding 7 goals against City, for example. So I think there's a point where it's difficult, especially for a young keeper, to be able to stay consistent and have those incredible games and great performances when defensively you're shambles. But I think he's improving, and certainly we've got big hopes for him in France.
On extra time, a couple of days ago, Stevie was asked who would he start, who would he bench, who would he sell between Robbo, Don and Craig. Don would be the player that you would sell, Stevie, yes? Because you said he's a very sellable asset, given all the clubs that bought him in the past, which led us to this question. Question for Don, the sellable asset Hutchinson. Since Don signed for 38 different clubs during his career, did he receive a signing on bonus every time?
I think so. I mean, my memory's not as good as Stevie's on Lukaku, but I think so. I had to forfeit 1 or 2 because clubs sort of know when they're sort of doing a deal, when they're trying to sell you on, and they know a bigger club or a club's come in with a record transfer fee, so they know you want to leave, so they try it on. But in terms of the buy-in club, you certainly negotiate your signing on fees into your buying club. You normally have a clause in your contract where you're leaving as well. You try to get as much money from the leaving club as well, but sometimes that never works out.
Do we mention the divorce now, Don, or not?
No, I'm trying to park that one, Dan, to be honest.
I was going to.
I'm trying to park that to one side. I'm trying to erase that from my memory. Never happened.
Happy birthday to your eldest, Don, yeah? He's 21 today?
Yay! 21 today.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah. Well, he got the option. He got the option of a £7,000 watch, or 2,100 for 21, and a £3,000 ISA.
What?
I went for the latter.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. There you go.
£7,000 watch. You having a laugh?
Get the
My
watch and
kids
sell
don't
it.
see this.
Hey, Don.
Buy a watch for £7,000 and what, sell it for 6. I mean, that's only the maths that I would do.
No, but if you're buying it, I'm still making more money from selling a watch than I would be taking an ISA or 2100.
mean, dear me, Dan. I mean, it's his 21st birthday. You've absolutely killed him. I mean,
is it?
he's supposed to be having a good day.
Yeah, like a savings. It's like a savings bond.
Oh yeah, 21-year-old wants a savings bond, doesn't he? Yeah, right.
That's
You
what
can't be bowling around with a watch on at 21.
Well, don't offer him a watch then. Yeah, here's a watch.
What would you get
Don't
someone
wear
at
it.
21?
Options are these.
I'm getting you a watch, but I don't want you walking around with it on, right?
Wow, Don.
Keep it in the
That's why I
house.
didn't get it. That's why I didn't get it, Steve.
Well, because
he
he
didn't
didn't.
get it.
So he didn't choose it though.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
he weren't really into it. He said, no, I'm not really a watch person. Not bothered.
There you are. Stevie, did you do similar for your son on his 21st?
Aye. Yeah, he got new underpants and socks.
Stevie, do you still get royalty checks for Anfield Rap?
Royalties. Do you know how much we got? Do you know how much we made out of that record?
No.
This record got to number 2 in the charts.
Yes.
Now, to get to number 2, I think you got to sell like 300,000 in the space of a week.
Right.
We got £100 each, and that was it.
Wow.
Oh, you are robbed.
Wow.
We got 100
We
quid
got
each.
done over.
Yeah,
Should have got a watch.
we got. I'll tell you what, with a good day out.
Stevie, there's a channel over here. There's a channel over here that you get free on your TV, and I've got it in the kitchen, and it's like absolute 80s. And it's music videos of the 80s. Now, just put it on in the kitchen, just for background noise. I promise you, mate, it's on every single day or every other day.
Wow.
We
What,
been
line,
robbed.
what line can you remember from it?
Well, the Scottish boys. So everybody, we got split into different bits.
Okay.
Well, Highland lads, och either know. There's 4 of us and only 2 of you.
Hey, very good. You got 100 quid. I would have taken that, Stevie, and run.
It's not bad. It's about, what, 20 quid for every
100
word?
quid for that.
Final question. Do you guys get recognised in public? Any funny, awkward fan encounters? Shaka, I imagine toilets, bathrooms, that's got to be awkward, hasn't it, when you used to play and get recognised?
Well, that happened to me once. I was doing the studio for a game at Pompey. I'm trying to remember who was alongside me. Went to the bathroom at half time, and for some reason people decided to film us on their phones.
Oh, lovely.
Using the bathroom. That was awkward. That was odd.
What about you, Stevie?
I don't get that.
Yeah. I had one a Friday night. I went to this dinner and dance, right? And it was about 1:30 in the morning.
Yep.
And I'm in the toilet, and this guy comes in, right? And we're standing there, and he says, he goes, "You're playing tomorrow?" And I went, "Of course I am." He went, "Really?" I went, "Aye, of course I am." I said, "I've only had a couple of pints. No problem." He's like that. He said, "You know, at half time, what do you do at half time?" I goes, "Well, we just go in, have a seat, get a cup of tea and a pie, depending on what you want, or a sausage roll." Or... I said, "And then get back out." And he's like, "Ah, really?" I went, "Aye." He just shook his head and walked off. He actually believed me.
That's the story.
He actually believed.
I thought something interesting was going to happen.
Well, he actually believed. So he actually believed.
Stevie, of all the stories you tell, that's the worst.
Yeah, but he actually believed that on a Friday night you were going out till 1:30 in the morning, having
Right.
a few beers, and then at half time you'd have a cup of tea and a pie and a sausage roll.
Right.
He actually believed that.
Yeah. That's the best fan interaction you've had. The man I was going to ask.
Can I tell my story?
Well,
Can I
I'll tell you the one about the
after
guy
Stevie
under the
next
table.
time?
Will I tell you that?
Well, I don't know. Are you allowed to tell that?
No.
Well, then don't bring it up. Go on, Jack.
No, I was just saying. Can I tell my story after Stevie next time?
Yes.
Stevie's bar is low.
Yeah, exactly.
Every story's a good story after Stevie's story.
Don, do you have a good one?
Yeah, see, mine's a weird one. About 4 or 5 years ago, I was heavily into sort of going to the gym and trying to keep fit. And let's just say there was a West Ham fan in there who was pretty lively back in the 80s on the terraces. And he kept shouting over the gym, and he kept shouting towards me, and he kept shouting, "Glenn! Glenn!" And I was looking at him thinking, can't be talking to me. Surely he can't be talking to me. it happened every single day for about a month. But the guy, I promise you, Dan, obviously he's like a bodybuilder. He's massive. Everyone knows him in the area as being a bit of a lad from back in the day. You wouldn't mess with him. I was going to the gym for 7 years and he was calling me Glenn for 7 years and I never had the bottle to turn around and go, just to let you know, mate, my name's Don. And then I was trying to wrap my brains thinking, how many Glens have played for West Ham? And I could only think of Glenn Johnson and Glenn Roeder.
Right.
And I was thinking...
No, I don't think
so
either of those.
At the end of it, he was going, Glenn! And I was going, yeah, you're right, mate. Yeah, you're right, yeah.
Very good, very good. Thank you very much, guys. That is it. That brings us to the end of today's show. Thank you to Jules, to Shaka, to Stevie and to Glenn. We'll be back tomorrow for more. Until then, goodbye.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.